I sent the sleeper ahead to instruct some of the others to scatter some ashes in a trail leading into the volcano. If Azura says she had you bound to the land, it is simply a matter of bringing the land inside, and given what you believed for so long. It will, I hope, that you feel safer. But now that he has left, there is a lot we have to...
I won't ask for some flowery declaration of love. That was never your way, that I remember.
You know, that makes me think. If I had been flowery, as you put it, perhaps if I had said it before you left, things might have been different. No, if I stay locked in the past, we'll never be able to move forward. Sadara, you don't know how glad I was to hear that you still lived in some way. The hope that hearing your voice through the ears of that ash zombie instilled in me, the fear that something might happen, that Azura might take you from me before I even had the chance to see you again. I spoke to the ascended sleepers, ordered them to look for you, but I could not simply stay in the heart chamber and wait for you to be brought back. And then we got word of you, found you. I was absolutely elated. But then I saw fear in your eyes, and I know, the man I was before. I would like to think that I wouldn't have acted as Azura told you, but in all likelihood, I'm sorry, I'm trying to reassure you, and this isn't going to help, but you know, just seeing you, knowing you're safe, knowing you're here, I only want to know if I might ever make you trust me again. If I might once more see that piece of the heavens that formed when I first took you into my arms. I don't even know where to start, Sadara. Where do I start?
Maybe you could start by telling me what you've done to change. What are you doing with the power of the heart, now that you aren't pursuing your previous course?
What have I done to change? Well, first of all, it almost pains me to say it, made peace with Vivek. He understands we are never going to be friends, but considering the situation with Azura, it seemed prudent. I don't think it would have been possible without our daughter, though. I was about to call her Nerevar, but I suppose I should say Hajdik. Those Argonians you left her with gave her one of their names. She seems to have decided to take Almalexia's place as Mother Morrowind, while Vivek is maintaining his own sphere. As for me, well, I don't really know. I've been wrapped up in my plans for Akulakan, and driving out the mongrel dogs of the Empire for so long I'm unsure of what else I might do. I have also begun to use that spell that Dagoth Ur made for curing the corpus of those who wish it to be so, ensuring the blight diseases aren't an issue any longer. Though, to be quite honest, most of my time has been spent ensuring that Hajdik doesn't do one thing or another. She's a bit wild, and when she first came to me, I was always catching her with skooma or sneaking out or something like that. She seemed to calm down of late, but still, I worry for her.
It sounds like you're heading the right way. I'm glad to hear it. Is she here? Will I be able to see her? Azura told me only those who had Corpus could see me, but our daughter will already have...
What? No, she won't have Corpus. I don't believe she ever contracted it from any of the ash ghouls or poets. I'll figure something out, I assure you. You will be able to see her, and she will be able to see you.
Vorin, she'll already have my immunity to it. I carried her, she has the same resistance that I would have. Unless the spell has done something to her, my blood passed through her at some point. We will see when I meet her, I suppose. If nothing else, she will at least be able to hear me.
Well, she's not at home right now, so this is a meeting that'll have to be put off. She's currently attending Helseth's wedding and won't be back for a few more days. After Vivek, I hate saying that he helped us, but that is what I have to say. House Dagoth was suddenly back to a position of prominence, and she went there with one of my brothers as a chaperone, playing the part of Lady Dagoth. I've checked on her every night. Considering the kind of person Helseth is, I need to be sure he isn't playing her for some kind of fool, or plotting against her, or...
You're so flustered, worrying about her. It's funny, and at the same time, you're really trying to be a good father, and if what you say is true, you must be doing a wonderful job.
But I can only do so much alone. A girl needs her mother, after all, and you have been robbed of the time up to this point. No longer. It is perhaps good that we have to delay the meeting. I'll have time to acquaint you with her likes and dislikes, what she has been up to, and Well, I won't go on, or I might end up blathering on all day and night out here. We should be speaking in the heart chamber where you will be safe from Azura's interference and any of her more devoted followers. And perhaps in time we can find some way to restore you to what you once were.
You know, that gives me an idea if you don't mind the change of subject. An idea for what your sphere as a god could be.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Oh, you mean about what sphere you might choose?
No, that's not what I mean. The other part, my dear, the part where you called me a god.
I guess some things never change.
As I recall, that was what got us into trouble in the first place. Now what was your idea?
Well, Vivek is mastery, and you tell me that our daughter has taken Almalexia's place of mercy. Considering all that has gone on, all you're having to fix, and how long you've lived, perhaps memory. Something to think of later.
An interesting thought, that. Perhaps I will take that way. While there are some things best forgotten, there are others that might be lost to time, things that could help our people, or prevent them from making certain mistakes in the future. Now, here we are. And if what I already said didn't convey it enough, I've missed you, Sadara. More than words can say.